Hi, welcome to Preheat. My name's Sue. Today I'm going to share something different, a buckwheat muffin, not sweet, but savoury. I'm going to add in some vegetables, and buckwheat flour is fantastic. I love baking with it. It's gluten-free, it's nutritious and great for your stomach. So let's get mixing. In this large bowl, I'm going to add a combination of buckwheat flour. So I've got half a cup or 85 grams, and corn flour. That's also half a cup, and that weighs to be 60 grams. Now I've tried this. You might be saying, hey Sue, can you make it all buckwheat flour? I've tried it a few times and it doesn't taste as good. The corn flour rather, makes the muffin super light, and that's perfect for what we're trying to achieve. I should have said also, I've turned my oven on to 180 degrees C with a fan, just to get that nice and warm so we can cook the muffins straight away. I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I haven't tried this without baking soda or just with baking powder. This worked and I didn't want to change it. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. You can add more or less salt and pepper, and some chili flakes. This is optional. I just like extra boldness and sharpness to my flavours. Extra zing as well. So I'm just going to whisk those together just so it's all combined. So that's whisking the dry ingredients together. I think in my notes I said do the wet first, but it doesn't really matter. So in the glass jug here, I'm going to add 1 egg, and I haven't tried making this vegan yet with an egg substitute, but maybe it will work with a flax egg or a chia egg. In here I've got olive oil, and that is, I've just got my notes here, 45 grams or 1/4 cup. And in here I've got 2 tablespoons or 40 grams, whoops, just got it on my fingers, of natural yogurt. That's quite a runny one. Let's grab a cloth there. Now the other week I was practicing making this again, and I didn't have any yogurt, and I thought, oh, I really want to make it. So what I did was I grabbed a 1/4 cup of milk. I think I might have had oat milk, and I soured it with some vinegar. I think I put 1 tablespoon of vinegar, so it went all soured and thick, and that worked well as well. That also worked. I'm just whisking those together, and I've got flour all over my top. So I'm going to add the liquid to the buckwheat flour, or the corn flour mix. And in my container here, I've got 250 grams of chopped up, really finely chopped broccoli. I always have frozen broccoli in the fridge. You can also use fresh broccoli. This is a great way to get husbands and children, or anyone that dislikes broccoli, to eat more. And that's been my mission this year, because my husband doesn't like broccoli. So I've been trying to think of ways I could add it to recipes, so it's disguised a little bit. And to disguise the flavour and add a little bit more interest, I've got 75 grams of Feta cheese. I was just going to look at the cup measurement. 2/3 of a cup, and half a cup or 1/3 of a cup of Gouda, which is 40 grams. You can mix and match whatever cheese you like. If you don't like cheese, you could probably add carrots or different things, but the cheese against the buckwheat flour is a really nice contrast. So let's mix all that together. And I have tried these with spinach. I have frozen spinach in the freezer all the time as well. But I actually like the broccoli ones better. I'm not sure why. I just feel that they taste better. I'm just going to zoom you in so you can look at the mixture. So the mixture's quite a thick mixture. I was talking away and realised that I hadn't started filming again. I just added 2 extra tablespoons of yogurt to my mix because I thought it needed it today. But just eyeball. The mixture is quite thick. That's how the recipe is. Now I'm going to do it in my silicone little loaf form today, but I'm going to do only 6 because I want them quite full. So I'm going to do 1 scoop in each one, and I've tried this in the muffin tin as well with liners, but I prefer it this way. So I'm going to do an extra scoop in each one. Not quite, about 3/4 of a scoop, I think it is. We actually had these for breakfast this morning. I just heated them up in the microwave for a few seconds longer. Okay, I've got enough mixture. I've just greased this silicone form here with a little bit of oil. For some reason today I think I might have added more broccoli, so I'm going to add an extra one, so I've got 7. Now I had a little bit of cheese left over in my packet, so I'm just going to add some cheese to the top. This is optional. My buckwheat muffins are ready to go in the oven. The oven's nice and hot at 180 with a fan. I'm going to bake them now for 25 minutes. Oh, I also put it on a tray just so it's easy to get the silicone form in and out of the oven. So my buckwheat muffins are all baked and I've got them out of the oven and rested them here for only 10 minutes, so they're still warm. So my muffins have been cooling down and I've just cut one in half to do some photographs, and I'm just going to munch into one. They taste delicious. The contrast between the buckwheat flour, the broccoli and the cheese, especially the feta, gives it a really nice flavour. And today I put the cheese on top, so it's gone a little bit crunchy. These savoury muffins are delicious as a snack. You can have them for lunch. We have them sometimes with a salad for lunch, morning, for breakfast with a coffee, or you can just eat them whenever you like. Let me know in the comments below if you give my buckwheat muffin a go. Easy, delicious, gluten-free, and you can sneak in some broccoli for your children or husband and they won't even know. Stick around and I'll add some more buckwheat recipes above. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Hej då from Sweden.